video, and in today's video we've got the Carabao Cup first round predictions. Now, as a League 2 content creator and a League 2 fan, the way I'm going to do Carabao Cup and FA Cup predictions is going to be doing them basically just off League 2 teams. So whatever League 2 teams are involved in the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup for that specific round, that's what we'll do the predictions on, whether it's one League 2 team or in this case 20 League 2 teams involved. All 24 involved, but 20 matches for us to go and predict during this episode. So like I said, let me know your comments down below, let me know your score predictions and stuff like that in the chat. Please make sure to smash the like on the video, and please make sure to subscribe. Let's get into some predictions. First game then is Shrewsbury Town taking on Carlisle United. In this one, I've gone with Shrewsbury Town 1, Carlisle United 2. I've gone for the League 2 side to upset the League 1 outfit. The reason for this, I just think Carlisle have been in good form this season to start the League 2 campaign, and I think they had a very good result against Bolton in pre-season, who were one of the favourites in League 1, a league above Carlisle, of course. And again, I just think they're going to have a bit too much for Shrewsbury. I know it's a bit of a shock, obviously, predicting a League 2 team to beat a higher opposition, but I do think they're going to get away with it in this one. I'm going to go Shrewsbury 1. Next game is an all League 2 tie. This game has already taken place in real life, AFC Wimbledon v Gillingham, and I am going to go for the exact same scoreline as the one that finished in the league fixture. I'm going to go for AFC Wimbledon 2, Gillingham 1. AFC Wimbledon have already beat Gillingham this season. I think that's going to massively help them in terms of getting over the line and beating the Gills in this one. So yeah, I do think that Wimbledon will get past the first round and they will beat their League 2 opponents, Gillingham 2-1. The next game is Accrington Stanley taking on Tranmere Rovers. Now, this is a very easy one for me to predict. Tranmere have started very poorly, to the start of the League 2 campaign. Accrington have been steady to start League 1, and I just do think there is going to be a massive gap in ability in this one. I do think Accrington are going to be the better side and are going to be very solid, and just too much for Tranmere in this one. I'm going to go Accrington Stanley 2, Tranmere Rovers. Next game is Blackpool taking on Barrow. Now, yes, Barrow have had a very good start to the League 2 season, 2 wins from 2 against very good outfits in Stockport and Bradford. I do think this one is going to be a step too far for the Bluebirds. In this one, I think that the Tangerines, Blackpool, are just going to have way too much. I think they're a better side. They've got Charlie Patino in on loan from Arsenal. They've got some very good players, Jerry Yates up front as well. And I do just think that Blackpool are going to be too strong for Barrow. They are a championship side at the end of the day. I'm going to go Blackpool 3, Barrow 1. Next game then is at the Bolton, or the University of Bolton Stadium. Bolton Wanderers taking on Salford City. I think this is going to be a really tight game. Obviously, it is pretty much a bit of a local rivalry, both sort of that part of the country. And I do think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be one of those where the League 2 side, in terms of Salford, potentially even take the lead and Bolton just turn it around. For this one, though, I am going to go Bolton Wanderers 2, Salford City 1. Got the League 1 side to get through. The next game is at Valley Parade, Bradford City taking on Hull City. Now, if you would have said to me 3 weeks ago, I probably would have said Bradford have a great chance of potentially, making an upset in this one. But the way they've started the League 2 season, very sloppy, draw to Doncaster, losing to Barrow yesterday, or Saturday, sorry, recording this on the Monday. And Hull City started, decently well. They've not sort of been battered. They beat Bristol on the opening day. They have a good side. Jean-Michel Seri is obviously the main man in there, along others as well. And I do think it's going to be a comfortable away victory for Hull. Bradford 1, Hull 3. The next one is Crawley Town taking on Bristol Rovers. Again, it's a game where I'd fancy the League 1 side. Crawley, despite the great signings that they've made in the window, they've just not managed to gel yet. Dom Telford still hasn't scored for Crawley in his first 2 games. And a Bristol Rovers side who absolutely battered Burton Albion at the weekend 4-0. They're going to be in spirit, and obviously they are the League 1 side. I think they beat Crawley last season as well. So I'm going to go with the gas to win this one. Crawley Town 1, Bristol Rovers. Next game is Doncaster Rovers against Lincoln City. Now, I did make initial predictions a few days ago before the Saturday's fixtures for these games, and my initial prediction was 1-1. But I do think that Lincoln City are just a better side than Doncaster. I know Doncaster scored 2 very late goals against Sutton at the weekend to get the win in that. But I'm going Doncaster Rovers 1, Lincoln City 2. I think the Imps will just have enough. Next game at the new lawn sees Forest Green Rovers take on Leyton Orient. Now, I think this is going to be an absolutely fantastic game. I think Leyton Orient have had a very good start to League 2. Forest Green have had a decent start to League 1, losing only just to Ipswich Town and obviously beating Bristol Rovers on the opening day. I do see there's being that sort of camaraderie in the Forest Green Rovers side, and I do see that continuing for this game as well. I've gone for Forest Green Rovers 2, Leyton Orient 1 in this. Halfway through the predictions, and this one is Grimsby Town taking on Crewe Alexandra. Now, Grimsby absolutely battered Northampton on Saturday and were wrongly, well, not wrongly because they didn't put the ball in the back of the net more than once, but Northampton were very, very lucky to come away with that with a point. Crewe Alexandra have made an unreal start to the season. Courtney Baker-Richardson scoring his first goal, getting him off the mark is crucial for Crewe this season. And I've gone for Crewe to get through in this one. I've gone Grimsby Town 0, Crewe Alexandra 2. I think the Railway men are just going to be too good, and they're going to be on it because they're on form. Next game is a very interesting one. It's Harrogate Town taking on Stockport County. Now, Harrogate at the start of the season were a team I predicted to finish bottom or to get relegated. Stockport I predicted to be in the playoffs, and it's not happened. It's completely opposite at the moment. But in terms of my score prediction for this one, I've got Stockport to get through. I think they're just going to have the quality that Harrogate potentially won't have, and they may rest players and stuff like that. I've got Harrogate Town 1, Stockport County. Next game is a bit of a derby in this one. It's Ipswich Town taking on the U's, Colchester United. Ipswich, like I said, unfortunate to not beat Bolton on game week 1. Then they went away to Forest Green, which is a tough place to go, grounded out a 2-1 win, where Colchester just can't seem to really stamp their form down at the moment. They probably should have lost against Carlisle on Saturday, from what my mate Chris Welch was saying. They pretty much battered Colchester, and I've gone for pretty comfortable home win in this one. I've got Ipswich Town 3, Colchester United 1. Next game is my boys Newport County, Luton Town taking on Newport County. There will be a live watch along for this game between the Hatters and the Exiles. I'm never going to predict against my team unless it's against like Man City or Liverpool or something like that. I'll probably have to be a bit realistic there. But we're not playing Liverpool or Man City. We are playing Luton Town, and I do feel as though we've got the belief to beat Luton. We've had good cup runs in the past, and we've beat teams better than Luton in the past as well. So I'm going to go for Luton Town 1, Newport County. Next game at the One Call Stadium is a massive, massive game. It's Mansfield Town taking on Derby County. Probably tie of the round in the Carabao Cup first round, including League 2 teams, of course. In this prediction video, basically. Mansfield Town, obviously, managed by Clough. Nottingham Forest fans love him. They hate Derby. It's going to be one of those type of games, a fierce game, I think. But I've got to back the League 1 side. I think they've just got unbelievable amount of talent. Conor Hourihane, David McGoldrick, just to name a few. I mean, very, very good players. Liam Rossinia is going to want to get back on to winning ways after losing to Charlton Athletic at the weekend. I've got Mansfield 1, Derby County 3. Next game sees two teams that lost at the weekend. MK Dons, of course, losing 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday, while Sutton United wrongly in the 95th minute, I think it was, losing to Doncaster Rovers. MK Dons, obviously, after their amazing season last season, not been able to recover from the losses that they've made. Scott Twine, Harry Darling and a few others as well. I do think they'll have enough in this game though. MK Dons 2, Sutton United 1. Next game is at Sixfields, and it is the Cobblers taking on the Chairboys. Northampton Town taking on Wycombe Wanderers. Again, I'm going to go with the League 2 side. Northampton have a very good side. I know this is a bold prediction, but I've actually gone for the Cobblers to get over the line in this one. I've gone Northampton Town 2, Wycombe Wanderers 1. I can just see one of those cup upsets happening at Sixfields, and if it's to happen to any League 2 team, Northampton, Mansfield, Newport are probably one of the biggest ones to do that with previous exploits. 2-1 Northampton. Next game at Spotland is between Rochdale and Burton Albion, two teams that are very, very bad in form. Obviously, Burton Albion got absolutely hammered 4-0 by Bristol Rovers at home in the previous fixture at the weekend. Rochdale losing 2 games in a row, losing to Gillingham. Again, I see this one again with the League Two side. I think Burton Albion are going to be frustrated after the weekend. They're going to be down in the dumps, where Rochdale at home, front of their fans at Scotland. I've gone Rochdale 1, Burton Albion. Next game is a very interesting one. It's Walsall taking on Swindon. Now, obviously, Swindon drew 0-0 with Salford at the weekend. Harry McCurdy is missing for this game, which I think is a big miss for them in that attack. They've still got some fantastic players, Johnny Williams, Ben Gladwin, Louis Reed and stuff like that. But I do fancy Walsall in this one. They were, they won at the weekend. Didn't think they were the better team. I thought we were the better team. But they did get the win. 2 wins on the trot for them. Mike Flynn is going to be wanting to get another win to keep this Walsall train chugging along. Walsall 2, Swindon. The last game on the Tuesday fixtures, and there's only one game on the Wednesday night involving League Two teams, but this one is Reading taking on Stevenage. Now, Reading beat Cardiff City at the weekend with goals from Tom Ince and Shane Long, and Stevenage going back-to-back victories in League Two. I think this is going to be a really tight fixture. Yes, Reading are obviously Championship outfit and Stevenage League Two. But the way that Stevenage have started the League Two season, I think it's going to be close. I think they'll edge it. I think Reading will just about edge it. Reading 1, Stevenage 0, a tight game at the final game of these predictions. It is on the Wednesday night at Ewood Park. It's Blackburn Rovers taking on Hartlepool United. I think this is going to be a really interesting game. I think Hartlepool have, basically in awful form. Blackburn beat Swansea at the Swansea.com Stadium 3-0 at the weekend. Goals including Brereton Diaz, a fantastic striker. Whether he plays in this fixture, I'm not too sure. I've gone for a very, very comfortable home win at Ewood Park. Blackburn Rovers 4, Hartlepool United. And those are my 2022-2023 first round Carabao Cup predictions. Let me know in the live chat of the Premier and also in the comment section below. Do you agree with my predictions? Do you disagree? Let me know which ones you think could be a massive shock. There's some really potential shocks in there. You could see Mansfield beating Derby. You could see Newport beating Luton. You could even see Northampton beating Wycombe. Reading losing to Stevenage. There's so many shocks in there that could happen. If you haven't done so already, smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you're a League Two fan, let me know which team you support and who you got in the Carabao Cup first round. There will be a watch along tomorrow for Luton Town versus Newport County, first watch along of the season, and then I will be doing Blackburn Rovers taking on Hartlepool United as a watch along as well. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you in the next one. Stay well and stay safe.